So me and Trey used to talk about in the garage, like,
that's what we want to get to.
We have one manual press and this like halfway decent dryer. I bet we could print all 20,000 of those shirts. How could we do it? And we'd run the numbers and like thinking that like I'm going to get the opportunity to print these Thunder shirts.
Right.
And so like we print for the Thunder now, which is cool.
Yeah.
And we print, and it's not 20,000 shirts. It's actually 20,000 shirts, but it's either 40 or 60,000 impressions because we print 20,000 fronts, then we print 20,000 sleeves, then we might print 20,000 backs.
Yeah, they don't just have a little logo right here, do they? That T-shirt is loaded.
And then we have to do it again in 2 days.
Yeah.
So we have to turn around like 60,000, 40
playoff
to 60.
season.
Yes, that's right, playoffs.
Yeah.
So we've got to turn that around in like 36 hours and then do it again.
So for playoffs, do you print them before you even think that they're coming back, or do you have to wait, and then once you know that they're coming back, you're like, okay, now we have to start, like, press go when that's gone?
So what's nice is so USA Screen Printing did the Thunder shirts when we made our Western Conference Finals run.
Okay.
The past 3 years that we've done it, we've only done, like, the Thunder has only gone into the second game, or the second round.
Right.
So for the first round, depending on where our seed is, if you're in the lower seed, then your home games, the first 2 games you're a visitor, which is what we were.
Yeah.
If you're in the lower 8. If you're in the upper 4, if you're in the lower 4, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you're in 5, 6, 7, 8, the first 2 games are away games. Then the next 2 games are home games. Then the next game is away. Then the next game's home. Then the next game's away.
Gotcha.
So
you know you're off the bat. You know you got 2 games.
Bam.
Yeah.
So we had 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Really, once we clinch the playoff position, they say go.
Yeah.
And then we have 2 weeks to print 2 rounds of shirts, which is great for everybody.
Right.
It's when it goes to game 7 that it's problematic.
Yeah.
Because if it goes to game 7, then we can't. The next playoff game is 3 days later.
Yeah.
So we can't start printing until like midnight that night. When we win, then it's like. But also since it's maybe it's 2 days later. It's 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
But we have a window to print, and then we have to get them the 20,000 shirts. Then they have to get them on every seat.
Yeah.
And they also aren't trying to do that, 5 hours leading up to the game.
Right. Yeah.
There's other things that other people are trying to do. So, yeah, it's...
So you guys, if you make that game 7, or have we had that yet? We have. No. So, okay. So if that does happen, hopefully this year,
we have
next
shirts
year,
in boxes.
are you guys, like, as soon as they win that game, or as soon as you know you get to game 7, will you guys be at the warehouse being like, okay, we're making it, click, go,
Yeah, the last
and we're just going to work
it was
all night?
me, my operations manager, and production manager. We were up at the shop watching the game.
Yeah.
And we'd put everybody on blast.
Yeah.
And we said, hey, if we win, this is what this means.
Yeah.
And what was going to happen was I was going to take everyone was showing up at 5 a.m. and we were all going to work until we got it all done.
Yeah.
And it would have been around 7 or 8 p.m. And it would have been awesome and hard.
And brutal,
but it would have been, it's also a really big, so the biggest trophy, in my opinion, in Oklahoma as a screen printer, if you're competitive,
Yeah.
that's the biggest job our state has to offer.
Yeah.
There's nothing bigger than that.
Right.
The Memorial Marathon is cool, but you get like 3 weeks to print that.
Right.
And
Yeah. There's no pressure.
That's right.
No
And
deadline pressure, and
the most qualifying question that people ask about screen printers in Oklahoma is like, who prints the Thunder shirts?
Yeah.
Do you guys print the Thunder shirts? I heard that, and it drove me crazy. It was maddening.
You're like, guys, these guys.
It was maddening.
Yeah.
And so I'd always wanted to do that. Anyways, so with the subscription product, it continues to grow. So I'm back in the helm. I'm working with my team, and then we decide to grow, and we're going to go for it.